Hello everyone, my name is Zayred and welcome to what I'm hoping is the finale of this game. Not for any vindictive reasons though, for mind you. I'm gonna be eaten alive by this man. Oh god. Yep, not dealing with that one. But now then. Before we do that, let's head down here real quick. What to use, what to use, what to use. Let's try to grab all the other stuff from down here. So, our electric stuff, our crappy diamond, our shank, our Bible. You knew there was no other choice. There ain't nothing better than your book. I have no idea where I got that from. Like, I have a feeling I know where, but I just don't remember exactly. Alright. Hopefully, another heart refresh. Hey, father, I took out your boyfriend. Alucard the Millennial would probably say that. Father, thine has annihilated your homie. And now I'm coming for you, father. Oh.
All hail the son of our master, stronger than the mightiest hunter.
You know it.
So you are the one called Shaft?
Damn right.
I am he.
You made Belmont lord of the castle. Why?
Because we tire of these hunters and their holy power. If they would but turn on one another.
Then the strongest one among them would eliminate the rest. Belmont.
You all know the other messed up part is, and I keep getting back to this, but
Yes,
because of the fact they actually did mess up the Belmont bloodline to where the blade would, where the vampire killer would not recognize their blood. They had to find different ways around it, which is why Castlevania 64 and a bunch of other games
Your human
exist.
soul as frail as his was. You'll take his place. I'll tear that soul apart.
Do you really think that Dracula's gonna be okay with you killing his son? Heck, if the Netflix show is to be believed, he couldn't even go through with it either. Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe that's the reason why I was given this fire thing. Okay, no, those balls just have different effects. Yeah, I'm just gonna be switching around for a minute. I'm sorry, because I know this is messed up. Okay, that's the ruby circuit, so... Thanks for the healing! Nobody make a move. Alucard's got you covered.
No!
Your beloved darkness awaits you. Dwell there for all eternity.
I die victorious. Count Dracula rises even now. Let him purge the world in flames.
And then death guides him on a one-way on the first class. You did well. You did well. You know the funny thing is that death is actually such a. I mean, actually, death is so awesome that even
Father,
after Dracula does die, he's still
son.
like, want another shot at it, buddy?
Long time.
No.
Not
Okay.
nearly
See
long
ya.
enough. I can't allow you to leave here, Father.
Do you still side with humanity? Have you forgotten what they did to your mother?
You think I would forget such a... No. But neither do I seek revenge against them.
Enough of your nonsense.
Because the people who did that have been
Away
dead for
with your
hundreds of years,
humanity.
and according to the
Stand with
actual
me
show, the
as
person who
prince
caused
of all the
it
world.
died long
You
ago.
will never touch this world again. In Mother's name, I swear it.
Alright, everybody, final boss time. This big arm looking thing. Oh yeah, fun fact here, you can't just do this. I recommend not doing that. Oh, you. Am I gonna be hit with this time? Nothing apparently, because you missed. Die, Goomba! Die, Goomba! I deserve every bit of that. You know, is it weird? Do those heads look kind of like they're venom? Thank you. Get me out of this corner. Heal me! Fine, I'll do it myself. If I can find throughout all these things, I better have had more than that. I do. Okay, good. I'm like, I know I bought like a ton of those. Didn't know I bought that many. Nope. No joke here. Did not know we could do any of this before. You know what also this does make me wish that the thing wasn't... I had to click down both shoulder buttons because I can't do that on time sometimes. Why do those things sound like actual animals? Heal me now. Okay, it's starting to get smart. Alright. Now then, let's... Alright, how many those got left? Oh!
Go back to the abyss. Trouble the soul of my mother no more.
How could I have lost?
Maybe because you didn't want to kill your baby boy.
Heart, your soul. You'll never win without them.
How poetic. So, I tragically sacrificed all I held dear in a search for power, did I?
Did you not?
Tell me, what were Lisa's last words?
She said, do not hate humans. If you cannot live with them, then at least do them no harm, for theirs is already a hard lot. She also said that she would love you for eternity.
And in the next
Lisa,
life.
Forgive me. Farewell, my son.
Farwell to you too, Father. I know I didn't cover enough to get the good ending. But let's get the FMV because I think we've already seen this one. Please tell me it doesn't cut the entire cutscene.
So you made it.
Alucard, you're all right.
So
of course,
you had to
my
fight
dear.
your own father? It's my fault. If I hadn't been so weak, we wouldn't be here.
Not so. I had my own reasons to face him.
Still, it couldn't have been easy.
Wasn't easy the first time either.
Wasn't.
Never gets any easier.
But remember, the only thing
Even when he has to do it
necessary
again in
for
about
evil to
another
triumph
Is for good
another
men
couple
to
of
do
centuries.
nothing.
So what now, Alucard?
I should really take
The
those words to
blood in
heart
my
and
veins
actually
is
start working a lot
cursed.
better.
It's best for the world if I disappear, now and forever.
I see.
Farewell then. We'll not meet again.
Alucard.
Well, are you going after
Wait,
him or
what?
not?
No, he's right. It's best this way. There's no way I could ever ease his pain. Maybe someday we will meet again. Who knows?
Maybe.
Let's go. Everyone's waiting for us.
Yes. Let's get out of here.
And then later that day, Richter tried to use the the vampire killer, and it burned his hand. I'm not kidding you here. Once again, his hand does get burned, unfortunately, thanks to the effects of this game. Because the effects of this game have a long-reaching effect throughout the rest of the Castlevania series. In fact, one of the games that precedes this, Bloodlines, actually is an interesting tale. Because it sees the last time before it's one of the last two games before the before the vampire killer is fully resurrected. It's because of John Morrison's son that the vampire killer was finally done, and he had to defeat a shadow version of Richter, the cursed Belmont, in order to do so. But anyway, I digress from my nerdy knowledge of the Castlevania lore, and that was Castlevania Symphony Night, everybody. And to put it simply, play this. No joke here, I really do mean that. Because in my honest opinion, I believe this game is worth every single penny, and you're going to have a fun time with it. That's not a joke, that's not me playing around, it's not me just saying things. I really do mean that it actually really is good. And if you enjoy this game, I also recommend Bloodstained Symphony of the Night. I recommend any Castlevania game in this style. Not to say the original Castlevania games aren't good, because they are. Even Castlevania 2, because Castlevania 2 laid the blueprints for this game when you think about it. So much so that you could actually say the second castle itself is a gigantic callback to Castlevania 2, how you have to collect the pieces of Dracula, like you had to in that game. They give you bonuses, just like Dracula's pieces did. In my opinion, this game is a good love letter to every Castlevania game that came before it in the timeline, because at this point, every fight you've seen with Dracula was before this point in the timeline. We won't get to the first Belmont until we get to the PS2 era stuff, which might happen, but that requires me to beat the game first, and I haven't done that just yet. I plan to do that sometime in the future, but for right now, we aren't going to be getting to that for a good long while. I also do have to admit that if there's one other thing I plan to do, if there is a second quest, I might do it as either Richter or Maria, because since this is based off the PSP version, it should have Maria in there. And if it does, I can actually play as Maria in this one. Maria plays like she does in Rondo of Blood, but she's not as overpowered as she was in Rondo of Blood, in my opinion, due to the way they changed their attacks. Because she was in the original Symphony of Night, she was on Sega. I'm trying to think which one it was, on the Dreamcast, I believe it was, that this game was on. It was either Dreamcast or Saturn. Maria was more of a physical fighter. She would use martial arts and stuff like that and everything, but they gave her animal attacks back like you saw in this game. At some point, I really, really want to get a Dreamcast, and I'll get the proper equipment in order to play that, because that game not only looks fun, but it looks like something I know I'd have a lot of fun with. That plus it gives me an excuse to get a Dreamcast, and who wouldn't want to get a Dreamcast? Besides Nintendo boys. They probably want it too. But I also will admit that some point in the future, I want to do like a more with the Castlevania series. I want to play through Castlevania 1 actually and actually beat it and have a reason to beat it. I want to play through Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest, and actually do good at it for once and show it off, because I don't think it's as bad as people say. I want to go through Castlevania. Okay, maybe not Castlevania 3 because that's a chaotic nightmare. It's a good game, but it's also incredibly terrifying. But I do admit I still want to go through it despite that. I want to go through a bunch of different games in the series. Even thanks to my friend, I now have the reboot games, which I still have to sit down and play because it requires me to get my Xbox. And sorry about that sound, everyone. That was my controller hitting the floor. But yeah, this is a series that kind of like the Sonic series where there's so much I want to do, and thanks to this capture card I just recently got, I now have the ability to do those things. And unlike with my last capture card, I don't plan to waste any time. I'll get everything I have work and stuff to do in school and at actual work, but besides that, I want to do more with this and record more of these games because this was a good experience. It took me a while to get done, and I had to grind a little bit, but that's just how I am. I'm not that good at these kind of games, to be fair. But let me show. But yeah, that's it, everyone. Konami, back when you were good. I want to see something. Okay, so I guess I was wrong. Well, everybody, I guess this is it. It's been Zero, everybody, and until next time, take care, everyone. Before I go, everyone, there's something I did just realize, and that's I can do this. For some reason, unlike in the Saturn version where you can just type in the name, M-A-R-I-A, Maria. So I was gonna say I found out that you can actually play as Marie by typing in her name. The same for Richter, and there's a bunch of other cheats that you can do in this game. And just like, but just like this, they do require you to actually beat the game entirely. Oh, and by the way, don't touch anything because Maria is a glass cannon. But I'm going to just continue until I get to the first checkpoint. This also does mean I have no reason to go down there, so let's just head up here. Oh, I can do that. Okay. I do like how that's kind of unlimited with her because of the fact that her abilities aren't the same as Alucard's. But yeah, I'm just going to continue on until I reach the first checkpoint. Alright, let's go here. And yes, Richter will be the same thing if you play as him. What does he do to her? Okay, with Alucard that makes sense, not so much with Maria. Oh well, I digress. Thank you all for watching and spending your time with me, and I'm kind of curious before I go. Okay, Maria doesn't have a different pose like Alucard does. But I digress. Thank you all for taking the time to watch. This has been Zayride, everybody, and until next time, take care, everyone.